Hey guys, it's your fave girl again. Lol, I used to say that last year when I was posting videos. Anyways, coming on here today because I remember I had said I would tell my student loan story, right? So that's what I'm going to do.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tecia. If you don't know, now you know. I just want to say thank you for the people who stayed subscribed to my channel. If you're new here, I hope that you come to know me and come to like my content. Alright, so today I'm giving you guys a little story time, right? This story time is for the people who have taken student loans or you are planning to take a student loan. Cool? Alright, so I graduated from university finally. Yay! But a big thing for me was that I never wanted a student loan in the first place. I always heard people, like I had a teacher specifically, tell me how terrible her student loan experience was and how it was that she had to pay it off. One bag of story, one alabalabalu, it was a lot. So I said to myself that when I decided to take on this university thing, my parents, first of all, they tell me, said them did I go do. They didn't, so I had to take a student loan. Anyway, take the student loan. I took student loan for 1 year. At the time, they were giving $1 million because of the loan that they approved me for. You know, student loan has, I think, 2 types of loans, and I don't know if they have 3 now, but when I was taking student loan, they had 2 types of loans. They had a targeted loan. That was the loan that I think you pay off at the end of your study, or you start paying it off at the end of your study. And they have the pay as you study loan, a pays loan. So how the pays loan works is that they give you the lump sum of money, or they approve you for the lump sum of money, and like a month after you get the payout, you start paying back the money in monthly installments for a 7-year period. My dad, at the time, my dad was like, you know, my wife got school and do this in like 2 years straight, in like 3 years. I think the time span was 3 years. You'd be able to pay this loan back. Boom. So yeah, cool. I started school and school never, I think school did go. But anyways, go again. But I had only taken 1 loan in my first year, which was 2018. The loan, my father was paying it, but then, you know, COVID happened, people now work or them used to work and whatever. So my loan started lapsing. My monthly payments were not able to be met. Like one summer, my dad was like, yo, you know, we owe them a lot of money, blah blah blah. Them call me, whatever. Cool. I think we paid $100,000. Well, I thought we paid $100,000, but long short of it, they say we only paid like $80,000, something like that, or 94,000. I think was the figure that was reflected on the paper or the form that they gave me, the status letter that they gave me. Anyways, the people that do them construction, so no nice I keep. Anyways, I finished school and I decided that my first order of business is paying off my student loan, because I don't want to like have this loan accumulating interest for however long, and I want it to be up to date on my payments. So I go into student loan. I pay a lump sum of money first thing. That's what I did. my Scotia card, you know, you have $100,000 limit for the day for POS transactions. Yes, I think that was what they had said. And I had, you know, some cash where you pull and put on and put on and put on, because you know, say you go for student loan and you pay them a big money because you want to be on par, because you know, say never did a pay how it is supposed to pay. Cool. I go up there and I say, I'm paying this money to this TRN, whatever, and I would also like to know my account balance. This was the first starting of the red flag situation. Here's why. You know how I think accounting go? You pay a sum of money to a balance, everybody computerized. That sum of money is applied to the amount owed, and then the amount remaining is supposed to be reflected, and you're supposed to be able to relay that to the individual who's paying the money, right? Common sense 1 and 2 and 3. I was told that that is not possible. It's not that easy for my type of loan. They will need to send me the information via email in 10 business days, because that is when my payment will be reflected and they will have the true balance. 10 business day pass, 12 business day pass, I call. Firstly, I call in and not getting no answer, no nothing. Cool. Emails not being responded to or anything. So you know what I did?
Not giving up. I'm not mad. I'm not take the wayside. I'm not sit on a roadside. I'm not afraid of people. I step up and call on God.
I accumulated another lump sum of money because I'm keeping my receipts to make sure that student loan can't rob me. Because you not gonna hear say me come on the news because student loan say me not pay them, or them a try to take more money than I have. So I go down there. I go again, pay a lump sum of money, have my receipt, and they send me over to the customer service section, go ask the question that I need to ask. When I go over there, the statement of accounts or whatever is sent to my email within 5 minutes of talking to the girl. So I'm like, why couldn't this have been done from before Wapikil fill up? And then the thing is dated like on the day, like it's dated the day of when I'm standing up in their office. And I'm like, this is very sketchy, because if you could have done it today, that means it could have been done from when I came in here the first time. So they write down my, what a lady did name. They write down my loan officer's name on a piece of paper, and they tell me, Miss WB, I'm going to call her Miss WB, she's your loan officer, contact her, and they give me her extension. This is a piece of paper. See, Mr. Mark out my name and see it there, Student Loan Bureau. This is what they wrote the thing on. I put that in my purse, I lost it. I never remember saying put it in my purse. So I call everybody down a student loan, forget to this lady, can't get to this lady, forget my balance. Somebody leave that alone. So come back to the second day when I go down there now. The second day when I went down there, I was adamant that it's not possible. First of all, they tell me, say, oh, you owe $700,000, blah 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 blah. I'm like, first of all, that's not possible. I borrowed $1 million from you, and my thing was like 2%, 6%, something near there. So was my interest rate. One, I paid the outstanding amount, as in the fact that I had some lapse payments. I paid that. If there's a late fee applied, the amount of money I paid you would cover that late fee as well, based on the figure that they gave me on the status letter. So I was like to the girl, this amount of money plus this amount of money don't equal $700,000. In my head, I already paid like $900,000. So in my head, the math to me with them is $220,000. The first figure that the girl gave to me was, she said I owed, my final payment would be $590,000, $531. So $590,531.06 was what the girl was saying that would be my final payment. At this point, I had paid like $420,000 a morning. Yeah. So I was like, girl, listen to me. This figure is ridiculous. The only amount of money I could owe you is $200,000, and that is all I am willing to pay to close out this account today. All I am willing to pay to close out this account today. Here are my receipts. First of all, when I was calling them on the phone, nobody get the correct figure. I say, this is what I'm gonna pay today, this is what I have, I don't have any more. If you think I'm going to sell something to pay you, I'm not going to do that. So show me how you calculate it, because this is how my calculator works. Obviously your calculator isn't working. Cool. She go around there and she come down to a figure of 220,000 and must have 200. But anyways, the figure came down drastically, and as I say, she wrote it on a piece of paper just like this, final payment and amount. I took that to the cashier and he stamped my receipt, and my receipt said final payment. Tell me why even after all this 10 days pass and I still don't get my closure letter, because you're supposed to get a closure letter absolving you and your guarantor of any debt or liability or anything tied to student loan. So tell me why 10 days pass again and I don't get my closure letter. I'm at work using all my lunch times to call this place and they're not picking up. The last time I call them now and I get them, the lady said, oh, we were in training, we were training some people, that's why no one was able to respond to you, blah 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 blah. Why this lady gonna tell me, say she can't find none of my payment them? Luckily, the girl had all the receipts and I scanned them and sent to her. The fact that the scan them never did go through properly is a story and a half. Anyways, student loan and them goes on, man. Anyways, my co-worker and I worked it out and we sent them the scans of every payment, adding up to 1,200,000, almost 1.3 million. So that would have covered my interest rate, every late fee where them could have dreamed about, and whatever. This lady gonna tell me, say her system is reflecting that I still owe them $20,000 and change. I said, what? And I had taken a picture of this and the other one like this that the girl had written and stored them in my phone. I sent her these and I sent her the receipts displaying final payment. So when she said that, I'm like, God, student loan really try me and me not have the money to give them. So them do all of that. I pull back for the paper and I add up all of my receipts. You see, when I add up all of my receipts, I realized that I would owe them 180 Jamaican dollars. And this lady is telling me about $20,000. I'm gonna have it. See, when the conversation hang up, when she come off the phone, I leave work because it was within my lunchtime. I leave work and I go down to Paymaster. And I think I had $250 change, and I gave the girl the $250 change to pay to student loan on behalf of my TRN number. So I have, within reason, paid you all the money that I believe that I owe you and all the money that your system should reflect that I owe you. So even though they never asked me for the $180, I paid the $180 and then continued to argue with them about that being the final payment. And first of all, you lend me $1 million and I pay you back 1.3. So therefore, I pay you back the interest rate is supposed to get. Plus, I think that there are some student loan receipts that we just couldn't find because my father was paying it from the beginning. So we probably paid them more money than we can actually have record of. But it just goes to show that you should have your receipts. Okay, have your receipts. Take photos of them. Take down names when people are telling you things when you go into student loan. Try to get things that people affix their signatures to, and their names and their extensions and everything, so that they cannot deny that they were the ones who spoke to you. Don't act like you're an idiot and make student loan things say you have it. Not just student loan, with anybody where you borrow from or anybody at all. Just try to be smart. But yeah, I ended up paying back my student loan before graduation. Yeah, I think I paid back my student loan before I graduated. It was a lot because I worked very hard, and I saved. I think I could have saved more money than that, but that was the purpose of me working, to ensure that I started my adult life debt free in a sense, because still I got borrow other money for other things. But I feel like having a student loan over your head is very heavy, and if you can do work and travel, if you can do hair, if you can do nails, it's good to use those things as put aside money to clear your debts. Yeah, don't make nobody take it for you debt. Save, be smart, keep your receipts, remember people's name and remember people's face, because people are liar and people are thief. Because I don't understand how the girl calculator would have told her what it told her before me going into her cubicle and sitting there and watching her put the stuff in myself. I was like, girl, don't play with me. Don't play with me, don't play with me, yeah, that's it. That's my student loan story. How they could have scammed me out of what I don't have. But because God was on my side and I keep my receipts and I was not having it, they could not do it. Yeah. Let me hear your student loan story.